Hello, my name is Tiara Schimek, and today I will show you our new features of version 4.0 in KPS.MAX.
We are currently in a design. You know the situation. You edit the kitchen, print the views, and wonder why the dimensions on the printout are different from the ones you edit. We've now solved this exact problem. What you see is what you get. This means that we can now ensure that there are no discrepancies between the design and the print views. What you should do first is customize the general print templates in order to define your preference standard. Menu, Manage, Print Templates. There are new print templates and new settings that can be made in the inspector. New features include the selection of cut-out elements, the dimension of worktop cutouts, the labeling of installation symbols, and the labeling of installation types. We open InDesign. First, select the print template you would like to work with in the bottom left-hand corner. Then edit the visibility setting in the inspector. Let's continue editing our design a little bit more before we look at the finished documents. We can specify the views in which the text and arrows are to be displayed. We open a wall view. Select the installation plan print template and create a text with an arrow. The visibility of the text can be added in the inspector, and the linked arrow are given the same visibility. These items are only visible in the installation plan and not visible anywhere else. In the menu, we had decided that the labeling of the installation plan should be outside the view. We can see this here as well. We can automatically hide walls that are not relevant so that the wall views are presented more clearly. These will not be displayed during editing or in the document's context. Select the relevant wall and switch it off in the inspector. As a result, the wall will not be visible in adding or in the documents. Let's switch back to our wall view and enable the sync. The correct installation type is automatically selected here. The same principle applies to the hubs. Open the document's context. The views now look exactly as they did when we added them. This means that exactly what we actually see will be printed. For example, the installation plan and the normal wall view. Once with the text and once without the text. The worktop plan has also been edited. There's a complete worktop plan with all worktops and room elements and a separate plan for each worktop. Another new feature is the option to dimension cutout items in the center. There are now also automatically generated views for the niche cladding. You're already familiar with our full page in reading view, in which you could view the selected documents without having to create a PDF. But it still changed the status, created the sales contract number etc. This is no longer the case. The full page in reading views are now just previews. There is no longer any automatic document number generation here. Use RTF export to edit the selected document in Microsoft Word. It is important to know that this customized document will not be saved in the customer overview. This must be saved manually on your system. The next new feature is located directly below. The option for a DXF DWG export. It is a module that is subject to a charge and can be ordered via your sales representative. KPS.MAX Vision is a particular highlight of the new version. This is also a module subject to a charge. This allows you to create impressive 3D scenes and share them easily via link or QR code. The code is created directly via Generate Scene. Moving on to master data topics. Up until now, you can already set several pricings for a catalog, but you had to select the required pricing in the menu. Now we can change the pricing at any time in the design via Update Design. Also new is the fact that we can store validity periods for catalogs, blocks, and recommended products. Now it depends on whether you work with or without branch management. When working with branch management, you can also store the validity periods there. If not, you will always find this area in the catalog itself. You're already familiar with the own catalog. Enter a new item via the shopping basket. This also applies if the item is only required for this one design. Should you wish to create and save items, however, this is carried out in the catalog. Click on Create Item and fill in all mandatory fields. It's also possible to edit the item afterwards, either in the inspector or via Edit Item. This item can now be used in any design. The next new feature has been added in the Notification Center. The manufacturer connection to Nobilia ATTAC is now available there, meaning that manufacturer-specific messages can be found here.
Thank you for your attention and see you in the next video.